Yo, guys, it's your boy Chris Leafly. Welcome back to another video, and today we are breaking down UFC Sacramento. Anthony Hernandez versus Gregory Rodrigues. The 13 fights on the card. Honestly, looking from what the recent cards have been, this is a pretty good card. It really is a pretty good card. Starting off with a women's fight, Chanel Dyer, who is one of my favorite women's fighters active, versus Elise Reed. Chanel Dyer is gonna knock out Elise Reed. Elise Reed is 8-5. Every single one of her losses are by finish, and Chanel Dyer is a finisher in the women's division. She doesn't have much. I don't really see how this is competitive. Chanel would be undefeated if she never ran into Carol Foro in a competitive fight. She lost to Carol Foro. Foro was just pressure, power, and Elise Reed offers none of that. She's a counter striker. She doesn't throw a lot. She's pretty dynamic. She throws different angles. She has decent accuracy on her punches. She has clean combinations, but she doesn't really do anything special. And I really think Chanel Dyer is just going to be able to counter her, walk forward, throw high volume, land her power shots, mix in the kicking game. And I doubt Elise Reed can really hurt Chanel Dyer. She has a fucking iron chin. She throws like 7 significant strikes per minute. I think it's just going to be a lot for Elise Reed to deal with. And Chanel Dyer does have some grappling, very little tape on it, but she has looked good in the past in wrestling exchanges. I just don't think Elise Reed has the weapons necessary to actually challenge Chanel Dyer on the feet. And what are the odds? Yeah, Chanel Dyer is 70%. Predicting a KO in the women's division is kind of crazy. But judging from the fact that she has a lot of fucking finishes on her record against decent competition, Ravina Oliveira should get cut from the UFC. She's one of the worst fighters I've ever watched. But other than that, it shouldn't be this. I don't think any fighter ever should be this big of a favorite, but I think Chanel Dyer pretty easily deals with Elise Reed and gets a ranking spot. Moving on to Jackson McVeigh versus Wes Schultz. I really like Jackson McVeigh. I am a big fan of his. I picked him in every one of his fights but the Bruno Ferreira one on short notice. Bruno Ferreira just outmuscled him and dragged him down and armbarred him. Zachary Reese, he should have won. He destroyed Zach Reese on the feet. He destroyed him in the clinch and was landing devastating clinch elbows. And the ref just didn't stop it, and he gassed himself out and got taken down and submitted. He destroyed Dumas. He club and subbed him. I really like him. I am a massive fan of McVeigh. I truly think he's really young. What is he, 23? Oh, 27? Well, when I actually started watching tape on him, he was what, 25? I think he's really good. He's a massive dude. He has 3-inch advantage, same reach, which is kind of crazy. He's very explosive, really fast. He snatches up a ghillie, Doris choke, anaconda type front choke really quickly. Really good body kicks. His clinch game is where he thrives. The knees and elbows up in close are really good. He doesn't target the head all too often, or he doesn't headhunt too often. He mixes to the body a lot with his body kicks. I think that's not going to be a way to success in this one, because Wes Schultz will catch a leg and take him down. But he does have a variety of strikes on the feet. I definitely think he's the much better striker in this encounter, in this fight. But something I didn't know until I saw it in a TikTok comment section is, if you go back to their amateur career, where is it? Amateur career. He actually submitted Jackson McVeigh in 41 seconds via armbar in Jackson McVeigh's debut Yeah, in Jackson McVeigh's not debut, second fight ever on the amateur scene 6 years ago. Wes Schultz found this early submission. In this fight, if this goes to the ground, I think Wes Schultz finds a submission. Wes Schultz is a whiz on the ground. Incredibly good submissions, constantly a threat. He finds some of the most unique submissions I've ever seen. You got a Suliev stretch. I mean, he just gets, when he meets someone with a lot of power and decent striking, he struggles a lot because his striking is fucking terrible. Really flimsy, like doesn't put anything behind his punches. A lot of like pitter pat shots. He has no threat on the feet. He did rock Ben Johnson, but I also think Ben Johnson is really shit. He submitted Ben Johnson. I picked him to win that one by submission. But he was getting wrestle fucked for the beginning of that fight until he gassed out Ben Johnson and he found the lucky gilly. I just think Jackson McVeigh is going to be the much more dangerous fighter. I think this fight will never touch the ground. I think Jackson McVeigh is going to come forwards, throw a lot of volume, crowd west, and just ground and pound him pretty much. I think he's going to hurt him on the feet, probably with like a body shot. He wilts, he gets hit with a couple straight punches, and then he goes to the ground and he just gets finished. That's really what I see. I think he has a lot of power, McVeigh. I think McVeigh has good timing on his punches. I think he'll find one straight down the chin on West. Because West has terrible fucking defense, too. He's going to get cracked. Damian Pinos found the punch. Mansar Abdul Malik found the punch. A lot of people found the punch. I don't think Wes Schultz is going to be able to out-muscle and take down McVeigh. McVeigh does have some questionable... If this leaves the first round, I favor Wes Schultz. McVeigh does not have really good cardio. But I think the fact that he has to get in the clinch to land a lot of his most powerful shots does kind of scare me because West could, get a trip, get a throw or something. But I think I am confident in this pick. And at the odds, almost to pick him, I really think McVeigh's the good pick here. This is one of my most anticipated fights. Because I love watching McVeigh fight. Because when you do these breakdowns and predictions, you do just find a fighter that you just like, you connect to, and you do stick with him, and that's McVeigh for me. I really like watching him fight. Wes Schultz is also very entertaining. His jiu-jitsu is incredibly entertaining. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I don't know why I'm so stuffed. I'm not sick. I don't know what's happening, but I think McVeigh wins this one by KO in the first round. I think he's gonna start really fast. It's gonna be a car crash, and this is not going to decision no matter who wins. I think McVeigh wins. Let's go back. Another crazy fight that's gonna be incredibly high paced. Gage Young versus Stan Dorsainevsky. Dorsain V? I don't know. I'm going to call him Stan. I bet against Stan a couple weeks ago to be... I thought he was going to lose to Dan Holt. I didn't watch any tape. I just picked Dan Holt because he was the favorite. And as I was watching that fight, I got a lot of Tommy McMillan in his style. Stan is crazy. He starts so fast to the point where he will run straight at you from the cage. Like, as soon as the bell rings, he will just sprint at you. Which, is eventually gonna get him hurt. It is gonna get him caught and hurt eventually. But I think in this fight, I think it's gonna do him well. He's very confident. I've never seen a level of confidence that he has. He has no fear of his opponent. He has very long arms. 76-inch reach, crazy reach, doesn't always use his length. He loves to get in the pockets. He's just a really fun fighter. This dude's going to be a fan favorite. If he wins this fight, which I'm predicting he will, he's going to be incredibly liked. His pressure is insane. He has unlimited gas tank. This dude never gets tired. He throws so much volume. It's Tommy McMillan pretty much. Never stops throwing, constantly moves forwards. His pace is incredible. He constantly moves forward. He strings together punches fantastic. He keeps up the pace for all 15 minutes. He never gives up. He's very tough, really good chin. He eats a lot of punches coming in though. He crashes in like really, really recklessly. He doesn't use his length very well, even though he does have a really clean jab and a few combinations at range. He does prefer to get in the pocket, get gritty, throw volume, and try and break you with his pressure and volume. His defense is lackluster at times. No head movement, and he's always open to be countered because of how wild he is, how pressure heavy he is. But the thing that I think really separates these two are the fact that Stan has phenomenal wrestling. He has a nasty clinch game. He can cut off the cage really well, and he works for takedowns really well. He chains together single legs, double legs. He can pick you up. He's incredibly strong. He's a huge submission threat. He has very strong top control. And his grip strength on like a body lock, it's like a fucking Dagestani. He's a very good chain wrestler, and I don't think Gage Young is going to be able to defend that. I think Gage Young has really good pressure. He's much better as the hammer, not the nail, and I think he will be the nail in this fight. I don't think he has enough power to really punish Stan, and that's where this comes into play. He has really good boxing, I think. Gage Young is really good. He has good pocket boxing, but again, if you get in the pocket with Stan, he's just going to take you down, or he's going to throw endless volume at him. He has good kicks. He does his best work when he stays close to his opponent, in his face. So this is going to be a pocket fight. This is going to be a brawl. These guys are going to go crazy at each other. But I didn't like what I saw in this Thiago Moises fight. Moises held him down for 4 minutes in the first round. And I don't think Moises is as strong or as durable or as good on the feet as Stan is. And if he's going to a split decision with Moises, yes, I know it was a bad split decision. It should have been 2-1 Gage. I think Stan's going to be able to just dog him out in this fight. Both of them are dogs. I doubt Stan gets a finish in this one. I mean, he could get a submission. But from what I've seen, Gage Young has some good defensive jiu-jitsu. I think this is going to be a dogfight. This is going to be a crazy fight. This is, the die-hard breakdowners fight of the night. Actually, no, I think Hernandez versus Rodrigues is going to be really, really good. But I'm going Dorsainevsky. I think Stan's going to win this one by decision. Close decision. With pressure and volume being the deciding factor. These next two fights are just like, whatever, bro. Barboza's going to kill him. Why would you sign this contract? You're looking to die. Barboza's going to kill Ryan Kuz. There's literally nothing to break down here. Kuz has good wrestling. And he has good top control, good transitions. Barboza's going to kill him. That is my prediction. Barboza is going to kill him. In the first round, Barboza's going to kill Ryan Kuz. Where is Anthony Witt? Why is he on the main card? My favorite unranked fighter, Chris Padilla, Taco Padilla, versus Nasrat Haqparast. Who's the underdog? It's a pick'em. I'm going Padilla. I see a lot of people picking Nasrat. I think people are underrating Padilla, and they keep doing it, because he's been, hold on. Let's check the odds for a lot of his fights. Can I check the odds? Yeah, I can. Let's, with Bonfim, hold on, I'm just checking this really quickly for myself. I want to see if he was an underdog in this fight. No, he was the favorite. He was definitely the underdog in this one. I think he was the underdog in this one, too. Padilla's really good. He has incredibly high fight IQ. And he has some of the best... He has the best expression of Muay Thai I've ever seen in the UFC cage. He's very well-rounded. He has definitely better grappling and better submission game than Hackbrass. He throws so much volume. He has incredibly good cardio. He will march forwards. He has really good defense too. The only thing that really lands on him is like the tomahawk elbow, which caught him in the last fight and cut him open pretty badly. But his clinch game is nasty. His inside Muay Thai with the elbows, his elbows are his best weapons. He lands those so cleanly, so often. He cuts a lot of his opponents pretty badly. He has incredibly good cardio, very durable, and he's relentlessly coming forwards, relentless pace, really good leg kicks. He threw like 100-something leg kicks in one of his fights. It was incredible. Really good takedowns, great control. He can fight out of both stances. He gives his opponents very few opportunities to punish him. And he has, again, really good cardio, great wrestling. He can control you, or he can sub you, or he can ground and pound you. But in this fight, I think he is going to crowd Nasrat on the feet. If this fight is at range, at Hackbrass's range, where he can stand a distance and kickbox Padilla, I think it's going to be a very competitive fight, and I think Nasrat will win it. But if Padilla is able to march forwards with the confidence he does in every one of his fights, get in the pocket, land his elbows, land his low kicks, I think Padilla's going to just have too much. He's going to throw too much at Nasrat, and he's going to fall behind, and Padilla's going to win a decision. And I think the confidence issue is going to be a thing here. Nasrat is coming off one of the worst KOs I've ever seen. He got flatlined. And yes, he's a good kickboxer. He has good boxing, good kicking at range. He does not like being crowded. He definitely lost to Esteban Ribovic. I think the crowding pressure style of Padilla is going to be a lot for Hackbrass to handle. Hackbrass does have some really good takedown defense. He takes a lot of low kick damage. He doesn't check low kicks often. Who's taller? Are they the same size? Yeah, they're the same size. Padilla actually has the reach advantage. I think Padilla's just going to crowd Hackbrass. I think the Muay Thai, the clinch, is going to be a big factor in this game. I think if Padilla's feeling that he's losing on the feet, I think he'll mix in the takedowns. He has a really good IQ for the game. He knows how to win rounds. He's definitely going to be the much more damaging fighter in this one. I don't think he has power like Hackbrass does, but I think he's more durable, and I think he'll be the much more confident fighter going into this one. And honestly, I think Padilla could be fighting a ranked opponent. I would book him against Bobby Green if he wins this one. I'm going to go Padilla by decision. Moving on. Shamil Gaziev versus Kennedy Nenzchukwu. I'm going to go Kennedy in this one. I think Kennedy's going to be the better kickboxer at range. I think he's much faster than Shamil. I think he's going to be able to kick him at range. I see a lot of people picking Gaziev in this fight. I don't know why. I don't think Gaziev's all that. Kennedy has really good, dangerous clinch strikes, really good elbows and knees. He's going to be definitely the much faster opponent. He's the bigger opponent, too, and he has a massive reach. I do believe Kennedy has the longest reach in the UFC right now. He's super strong. He's, again, great boxer, really good combinations. The only problem with him is he does not like being pressured. He gets hit clean a lot, and he starts really slowly. But I don't think Shamil's going to really implement a wrestling-heavy game here. I think he's going to stand with Kennedy, and I think he's going to think he's the better striker. And I think Kennedy's going to win this one by point fighting. I think he's going to land that jab. I think he's going to land his low kicks. I think the speed difference is going to be massive in this one. Shamil gets caught a lot. Shamil has no defense, and he doesn't have a good chin. Yes, Gaziev's like constant, slow, intimidating pressure could make Kennedy a little hesitant. But the lack of head movement, the lack of cardio, I think Kennedy's definitely going to be the better conditioned fighter. I think Kennedy's going to win this one via straight punches and a jab. Like, it's really going to be a really boring fight. Gaziev is just a bad fighter. I don't think he's a ranked UFC fighter. I mean, all of his losses are by, like, high-level competition. The Marcus Buchecha fight is a horrible look, but I don't know. He clearly won that fight, and he got a bad point deduction. I think he beats Gaziev by decision. That's my prediction for this one. Lorraine Douglas versus Jamal Emmers. I don't think Jamal Emmers is all that. I picked against him in every one of his fights, but Gabriel Miranda. If you're getting slimed out by Nate Landwehr, you're not beating Lorraine Douglas. Lorraine Douglas has a horrible record for what, like how people speak of him. 14-5, but this dude is an incredible striker. Incredibly high-level striker. But I'm going to start off with Jamal Emmers. He's really long. He has great arms. Really powerful. Really solid boxing. Good combinations. Good counters. Decent takedowns. Decent control. He's 37 years old. He throws his punches really weird, and it costs him a lot of steam on his punches. And he is chinny. He's chinny. Lorraine Douglas is going to march forwards, throw his leg kicks, counter Jamal Emmers because he's going to be the much faster fighter. He's going to land that devastating jab whenever he wants. He's going to do his body shots. He is going to style on Jamal Emmers in this one, and he's going to find a finish in either round 1 or round 2. This dude has incredible boxing, really devastating boxing hooks. He's a great counter fighter. Catches his opponents walking in, which is what Jamal Emmers does. Hands down, walks in. He's going to get caught clean, and I think he's going to flatline Jamal Emmers. Lorraine has really good kicks on every level. He'll hammer body kicks, hammer leg kicks. His boxing is just going to be way too much for Emmers in this one. His head movement. He's just really good all around. He's very well-rounded. But this is going to be a showcase. And this is probably going to get him a top 20 fighter. Who could he fight after this? Because Jamal Emmers is a respected fighter. This is pushing ranked fighter if he knocks out cold Jamal Emmers. Because not many people knock out Jamal Emmers. But Nate Landwehr almost got a ranked fight after beating Jamal Emmers. And Jamal Emmers, his cardio is not great. I think Lorraine Douglas is just going to destroy him. I'm going to say a counter left hook flatlines Jamal Emmers. There's really not much to break down on this one. There is a reason why he's a minus 400 favorite. I'm not even going to talk about Terrence Chapman. Anthony Witt is so fucking good. I really, really like Witt's game. He's going to destroy Terrence Chapman. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's incredibly explosive, incredibly strong. He does have some submission upside. Light on his feet, really good wrestling. Great takedowns, great control. Great pressure. He's dangerous for the whole fight. And he's well-rounded. His striking is really good. He has good boxing, really powerful on the feet. But his bread and butter is he's going to try and take you down and land devastating ground and pound. And for a fat dude like Terrence Chapman, he's going to take him down early. I'm going to say this finish happens before the 2-minute and 50-second mark. He's going to run at Terrence Chapman. He's going to take down Terrence Chapman. And he's going to land devastating ground and pound on this fat dude. And he's going to knock him out in the first round. This is the lock of the night. KO. If you're betting, which I'm definitely am, I'm going to click off the screen. But he's going to kill Terrence Chapman. So my bet, a good little parlay will be Jackson McVeigh, Chris Padilla, and spoiler alert, Gregory Rodrigues. But a KO prop is going to be Douglas by KO, Witt by KO, and Barboza by KO. It's almost a 100% lock. I'm going to bet Dan I'm gonna bet Stan Dostoevsky by a decision. It's like a plus 350 right now. Carly Judice versus Jazla Chavez. Judice is gonna win this one pretty easily. I think Judice should be fighting a ranked fighter, not someone coming off their debut. Judice is just like a genuine prospect. She has incredible striking, really devastating clinch game, great leg kicks, really good on all three levels. She'll kick to the body, she'll even throw punches to the body. Leg kicks are really devastating, really clean boxing in the pocket, good counter strikes, good kicking, and she has good defensive wrestling. She has good takedown defense. She does have some offensive wrestling upside. She can take you down. She does capitalize on, like, she won't give up takedowns. If she sees an opportunity where she can get a takedown, she'll shoot for one. She constantly moves forward. She has power, really good kicking, great timing, great volume. And Chavez is just like a mediocre Muay Thai fighter who went to a split decision with Eunice Duban in her last fight. I think she gets knocked out cold by Judice. Judice is going to land her kicks. I mean, I don't even think she beat Stephanie Montenegro in her contender series fight. I think she's just going to be the crisper fighter. Crispy. I think she's going to be the crisper striker. I think Chavez does not have the wrestling to kind of upside Judice's striking. I think this is going to be a really entertaining striking fight, but a dominant performance by Judice, either KO or decision. Moving on to Markel Medeiros versus Mason Jones. This is a good fight. Again, the fucking matchmaking on these UFC cards are kind of crazy. Why is Mason Jones not fighting a ranked fighter? Medeiros is coming off of a loss. Mason Jones is going to win this one. Medeiros does have the weapons to make this one competitive, though. Medeiros is a really good striker at distance, clean striker, really controls range beautifully. He's dangerous in the first, really good leg kicks, good volume, throws about 5 significant strikes per minute, good body straights, elbows right up the middle, the tomahawk elbow, what I was talking about with the Padilla elbow. Really good elbows, great timing and shot selection. He's a really good counter fighter. Has beautiful takedowns, really good takedown defense. Good get-up game. He doesn't let people hold him down. He's just a really good striker. Oh, he's an overall good fighter. But the difference in this fight is going to be dog and grit. He does have good leg kicks. And Jones does not protect himself at all against leg kicks. I think Mason Jones is just going to be too much of a dog in this fight. I think Jones is going to walk forwards and just throw. He is going to pressure Medeiros nonstop. He's going to back him up. He is going to land whatever he wants on Medeiros. He's going to hurt him a lot. Jones has a lot of power. And even if Medeiros is starting to take the round on the feet, Jones could take down Medeiros, hold him there, look for ground and pound. He has a really slick jiu-jitsu game. I don't think Medeiros can hurt Jones, and even if he does, Jones has some of the best recovery I've ever seen. He took a flush head kick against Axel Sola. I think Jones is just the better fighter. I think he's going to be much better on the feet. I think in the pocket is really going to be where this fight is won for Jones. I think Jones is going to land a lot of body shots. He's going to push a pace. He's going to out volume, out damage Jones. I think Jones will definitely be the more damaged fighter in this one. But I think the more powerful shots will be from Jones. I think it's going to be a dogfight, and if Medeiros is able to match the dog, it's going to be competitive. And if Medeiros just wilts, Jones is going to take over and just win this one pretty easily. What he needs to do is Jones cannot fight at range, because Medeiros has a clean jab, good leg kicks. He will pick apart Jones at range. Jones needs to get in the pocket, land that clinch knee, body knee, land those elbows, mix in takedowns. He needs to have a good MMA fight. He cannot get into boxing fight with Medeiros. He needs to be able to mix it up, target all 3 levels, throw your own leg kicks, because Jones does have some hammering leg kicks. I think Jones wins this one by decision. I mean, there's not much to really say. Both of these are making their light heavyweight debut, but only one of them really looks like a light heavyweight. RDR is going to be the better striker, the much more powerful striker, better timing on his body knee. Dolidze doesn't look like he wants to fight anymore. Every time he fights, he curls up into a ball. He got raped by Anthony Hernandez. One of the worst performances I've ever seen against CLD. I think RDR is just going to destroy him. I think the better grappler, the better wrestler, the better takedowns, the better control is going to be all RDR. I think Dolidze only has a leg lock, and I don't think he's going to be able to leg lock RDR. RDR has some of the slickest jiu-jitsu I've ever seen. He is going to be able to find dominant position. He will be able to crucifix Dolidze. He'll be able to out-wrestle Dolidze, and he'll be able to keep that cardio up. I don't think he'll be weight drained. He hasn't fought in a few months. I think he demolishes Dolidze. I don't think he finds a submission, because Dolidze has really good jiu-jitsu and pretty solid defensive jiu-jitsu. But I think RDR wins this one pretty easily by decision. The jab's going to be a big part on the feet. That jab body knee combo, going to be a good one. Vitor Petrino versus Sergey Spivak. This is a hard one for me to pick because I do not like Petrino. I don't think he is all that, but I also think Spivak is really bad. I picked Justin Jacoby to win that one by decision. I picked him to beat these two cans, obviously, but I did pick Asplund, and Asplund gave him problems on the feet. He was dogging Vitor. But Vitor has good wrestling. He's really fast for heavyweight. He's a fucking specimen of a person. Really powerful. Pretty good boxing. Good kicks. He doesn't throw the most volume. But Spivak, I don't like Spivak's game. He's quite chinny. He takes a lot of punishment. He gets hit a lot. He gets dragged into these wars. I think Petrino's going to be able to outpoint him on the feet, and I think Petrino will be able to mix in the wrestling and hold down Spivak. I think Petrino's definitely going to be the stronger fighter. Spivak is a better jiu-jitsu fighter. I think he'll be able to find a few submission attempts from bottom. But I think Petrino's just going to be the all-around, much more dangerous fighter in this fight. I think he'll be pushing Spivak around wherever he wants. They're the same size, pretty much, same length. I think the straight punches of Petrino is going to do a lot of damage. I think he'll be targeting the body really well. The volume definitely is going to be on Spivak, but I don't know. I don't trust Spivak's volume. Or I don't trust his chin. I don't trust his grappling to be able to take down Petrino or deny Petrino's wrestling. I'm going to go Petrino by decision. Yeah, I know that was quick, but there's not much to really say. On to the best fight of the night. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Gregory Robocop Rodrigues. Rodrigues has been my favorite fighter in the middleweight division, or unranked middleweight division, for a long time. Ever since I saw him open up his third eye in that, what fight was it? It wasn't the CLD fight. One of the fights where he got elbowed right between the eyes, and it looked like he had that Doctor Strange third eye. This is a really, really competitive fight. Because Anthony Hernandez loves to drown his opponents with cardio, overwhelm them with takedowns, tire them out, and just bully them around. And RoboCop will not let him do that. Anthony Hernandez is not very strong. He wins by doing the basic wrestling. And RoboCop's going to be the much, much more dangerous fighter. Especially on the feet. He is incredibly powerful. Everything he throws hits like a truck. He is the better striker, much more powerful. For the first 3 rounds of this fight, I would favor RoboCop to knock out Anthony Hernandez. I don't think Hernandez is going to really do much on the feet against RoboCop. I think he'll be scared of the power. He got knocked out by Sean Strickland, guys. He has a clear vulnerability to the body. And RoboCop hammers punches to the body, hammers knees to the body. He walks forwards and he finds his timing. He has good timing on his punches. And again, incredible power. And he's incredibly durable. Yes, he lost to Jared Cannonier, but that was after almost finishing him fucking 5 times in that fight and gassing himself out. Yes, he has the cardio concern, but I don't think this goes the distance. I don't think Anthony Hernandez is going to be able to get his wrestling game off, because I think Gregory's way too strong, way too good of a wrestler, too. He's a phenomenal wrestler. And the jiu-jitsu side is definitely on RoboCop. RoboCop's like a multi-time jiu-jitsu champion winner. He is incredibly slick on the ground, has devastating ground and pound, really good reversals, good sweeps, and he's just going to be the much more physically imposing fighter. He has 3 inches on Anthony Hernandez. Hernandez needs to really start fast and take down RoboCop to try and nullify some of that pressure and power, zap the energy from RoboCop. But I just don't see it. I can see RoboCop stuffing a few takedowns in the first round, and just you can see Anthony Hernandez break. I think you're going to see it visibly on his face, him breaking. And then I think it's just going to be a dominant fight for RoboCop until eventually Hernandez just curls up in a ball and just gets finished. I don't think RoboCop's going to flatline Anthony Hernandez, but I think this is a stylistic nightmare for Anthony Hernandez. The size, the strength, the power of RoboCop is going to be too much for Hernandez to handle. And Hernandez has really bad striking defense. He gets hit a lot. He almost got knocked out by Sean Strickland before the body shot. He got clipped clean and got a little rocked. He doesn't have a good chin. He doesn't have height. I don't think he has grit. He's given up 2 body shot KOs. I'm going to go RoboCop to win this one by KO. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, go fuck yourself. Thank you for watching. Bye.